Hi and welcome to my channel Spiritual Solace Holistic Healing. Thanks for all the likes, shares and subscribes. Today's reading is going to be a pick a card and what message does the universe have for you. You've got three choices. Group 1 is a jade, Group 2 is a turquoise, and Group 3, I'm not entirely sure what the stone is, so if somebody can tell me what it is, please do so in the comments. It's got a pink greyish tinge to it. So what you should do is take 3 deep breaths and then choose the pill you feel drawn to. You can pause the video if you like, and I'll put the timestamps in the comments section down below. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Today I'm using the Druidcraft Tarot by Philip and Stephanie Cargom, beautifully illustrated by Will Worthington. I'm also using the Ascended Masters Oracle cards and Healing with Angels Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue, and the Magdalene Oracle cards by Tony Carmine Salerno. So for Group 1, I chose a jade. For your tarot, you've got the Five of Swords, Four of Pentacles, and the High Priest. And then you have Celebration, Twin Flame, and Eternal Embrace. So for the first card, the Five of Swords, you can see a man walking away in the distance there. This card indicates a period of conflict and possibly violence. It could signify that you're walking away from a relationship or someone that's been close to you. It could be in terms of business. You could be walking away from a business associate, or they could be walking away from you, but you just need to let them go. The next card you have is the Four of Pentacles. So if you are going through some sort of the end of a relationship, this signifies that you'll be financially secure, or if it's the end of a business partnership, financially you'll be secure. And then the next card you have to that is the High Priest. In the traditional tarot, that's the Hierophant. This could indicate some sort of spiritual mentor coming into your life, or a counsellor. Could even ask you to call upon your spirit guides for help. It's quite a traditional card. So it's a card of traditional values as well, and acting in an ethical manner as well in your dealings. Then that's followed on by Celebration, and this basically indicates there could be some reason for celebration, like a birth, an engagement, marriage, something to feel pleased about. So whatever energy you've been leaving behind, things are looking more fortunate for you, that you're going to be some sort of celebration. And then beside that you've got the Twin Flame card. So if you have left a relationship, you may well have still to meet your twin flame. And with the High Priest as well, or the Hierophant, sometimes this can indicate a marriage, and that could be a reason for celebration as well. As I say, for some you could be getting married to your twin flame. Quite often with the Twin Flame card, or with your twin flame, there's a runner and a chaser. So it could be that one partner is running away but will eventually come back to you. If you're meant to be together, they may well come back to you, but it could signal a reconciliation. And then the next card you've got to that is Eternal Embrace, but I'll read that from the book. And it says, everything in the universe consists of complementary opposites, so there's no point in wishing that everyone around you was more like you. Accept this universal truth and you will avoid further disappointment. Every time you identify a quality in another that you don't like, pause for a moment and identify the same quality within you. If you've identified that quality in another, then it is sure to exist also in you. If you can't see it within yourself, it's simply because you've repressed that quality. Every quality you think you possess comes with an opposite quality attached to it. You can't have one without the other. Read and reflect on the following sets of qualities or feelings listed on the next page, several times each day. As you go, you may want to add more qualities. Slowly reflect on each one until you're able to see each of these qualities within yourself. When you're able to own and love each one equally, you'll have made a major breakthrough, which leads to a newfound sense of balance and well-being. So the qualities are positive and negative, friendly, not friendly, happy, sad, peaceful, aggressive, strong, weak, trusting, fearful, confused, clear-headed, spiritual, physical, responsible, irresponsible, considerate, inconsiderate, angry, calm, feminine, masculine, kind, cruel. So if you have been through some sort of conflict or a breakup in a relationship, sometimes we see a quality in another person that we don't like, but quite often, as the card says, that quality exists within us, and often relationships are mirrors for us, to see things that we don't like in ourselves, to love and accept these qualities within ourselves. And in order to have a twin flame relationship or a significant relationship, you've got to accept yourself before you can accept other people. To have successful relationships, you really have to embrace positive and negative qualities in yourself and in others. So I hope that's made sense to group 1. So for group 2, who chose the turquoise, in your tarot you have the 9 of Swords, the 10 of Swords, the Lovers, and you have Meditation, Yes, and War and Peace. So the first card, the 9 of Swords, it shows you a woman with her head in her hands, and this is a card of worry and sleepless nights. Quite often it's all in your head, really. The anxiety's in your head rather than actually something that's actually happening. But the next card you've got to is the 10 of Swords. So if you have been worrying about a relationship or something, that your worries could have some sort of foundation. As you can see, the person's lying on the ground with swords sticking out their back. So for some people, they could literally have been stabbed in the back or betrayed by someone. Could be a partner, even a business associate, or a work colleague. But there's some sort of trying situation. There's with the 10 of Swords, it's a completion. It could be the collapse of a business, as I said, a partnership. It could be going through a divorce. But there's some sort of testing situation that you've got to get through, a completion to something. And then it's the next card tonight, you have the Lovers. So if you have been in a relationship and it's ended, or your partner's betrayed you in some way, maybe they've had an affair, for some people they may have had an affair, you've got the Lovers, so you could well be meeting somebody new in the future. This is Lovers is a lovely card to have. The situation the Lovers indicates is beauty and harmony, peaceful relationships, and if you've got a family, if you're making any decisions, but it can mean important choices as well. So if you're making decisions, you've got to weigh up if you are going to meet somebody new, for instance, how it will affect your family, if you've got children or people that are within your family circle, how it's going to affect them, and you've got to take them into consideration. And then the next card you've got is Meditation. So obviously if you have been worrying, this card's telling you to take time to go within and meditate. And quite often if we're not sure about the next steps to take, if we meditate, the answers are all, any answers to any question you have are within yourself. So you can call upon your guides, and if you're religious, God, call upon the angels, and ask for guidance. And if you meditate, if you sit in silence or even lie down, the whole idea is to keep your back straight when you're meditating. just concentrate on your breathing. But quite often the answer will come to you. It might not come during the meditation, but the universe has got a way of answering everyone. And if you have got any questions, the next card you have is yes. But it's Ganesha, that's an elephant-headed deity. So the universe is telling you if you've got a question on your mind or something you want an answer to, the answer's yes. And the next card you've got is War and Peace. To read that from the book. It says there's a clash between your logical mind and a heartfelt yearning at present. Your heart is pulling you in one direction while your mind pulls you in another. This is creating an inner war which is responsible for the stress you're feeling. The way to overcome your current dilemma is by embracing both heart and mind. Trust what your heart is saying, yet apply logic and common sense also. Inner peace is only possible by embracing both sides of your nature. Acknowledge any fear you may have, but do not allow it to stand in your way. Only by doing what feels right in your heart will you move closer to fulfilling your dreams. Yet you also need to be rational about your decisions, for both heartfelt inspiration and practical logic are necessary in order to achieve a harmonious and successful outcome. So this is telling you if you've got any decisions to make, or you've been worried about anything at all, to use the guidance, your heartfelt guidance, and temper that with logic and common sense. So I hope that's made sense to group 2. And then group 3, you have the 6 of Wands, the Prince of Cups in reverse, and the Magician in reverse. You've got trust, let it go, and acceptance. The first card, the 6 of Wands, this is a card of victory. You can see man on horseback there, and he's marching home, followed by his loyal supporters. This could be a business victory, a financial victory, could be even studying or some sort of examination, but generally you've got some sort of victory, something to celebrate. Next to that you've got the Prince of Cups in reverse, and that's the Page of Cups in the traditional tarot. That usually indicates it as a person that it can indicate an artistic or creative youngster. And because it's in reverse, it could also indicate a period of study, but it's in reverse. So it could indicate maybe a stumbling block to studying. So whether your studying's ongoing and you're finding the part you're doing challenging, that could represent that. In other situations, it could represent a child that's coming to you with a problem. If you've got a child. Beside that, you have the Magician. Magician normally it's a card of it. If you've got a new project or you're starting a new business, or you get a new job opportunity. This card tells you you've got all the tools at your disposal to do the job or to start this project or the business or whatever. And sometimes you need to put on an act before it becomes reality. But because it's in reverse, this card's telling you, as if I was going to say as well, it could indicate a new person coming into your life, a new partner, in some instances, for some people. But it's in reverse, so it's telling you to avoid trying to trick anybody in any way, or to try and do things ethically and not to trick anybody or fool anybody in any way. And if you are going to meet somebody new, just be careful, because they may well not be trustworthy. But there's, paradoxically, the next card you have is trust. So it's telling you whatever trials or tribulations you're going through, just to trust. And if you've got anything that's concerning you, as I say, it could be in relation to a youngster or a child that's got a problem, This card's telling you let it go, and to trust that everything will work out well, and that if you need help, ask for help from the universe. The last card you've got is acceptance, which I'll read from the book. It says acceptance is the key word for you at the moment. You have the power to heal and bring balance to an area of your life that is causing you concern by accepting things as they are. Don't try to change that which is beyond your power to change. Focus instead on that on which you do have the power. You do have power. You have power over the way you react to the events in your life. Adopting an accepting attitude will help you regain your sense of inner peace. So there's no point worrying about something if worrying about it will make no difference. Believe that the forces of life are with you and not against you. Make the most of what you have instead of wishing you had more. However, acceptance does not mean that you need to give up on your dreams, hopes or aspirations. Just know that there's a higher purpose to things. Trust that all will work out for your highest good and for the highest good of all concerned. So if you're undergoing a period of study, or it could even be a youngster in your family or somebody that's undergoing a period of study, and they may well be going through a trying time with it, or if it's related to yourself, it's telling you to trust and not to worry. And if you do have a child that comes to you with a problem, then just to listen, don't overreact, listen to them, and try and accept it for what it is. Yeah, as I said, if you've got it's hard to make a thread out of somebody. There's different themes running through this. As I said, if for some people, as I said, if you've got some sort of business opportunity or whatever, it's telling you that you've got all the tools at your disposal to be able to do the job. But as I said, avoid using deception or trickery in this instance because it's in reverse. But accept things they are, trust and let go. So if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can. You can email me at social at Spiritual Solace Holistic Healing .co.uk, or you can visit my website. I'll include the links in the description box. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. Thanks for watching. Bye.